Another immigrant placating to white conservatives while standing on the bodies of Black Americans. Oh my goodness. So we have to talk about Vivek Bobaboo, whatever his name is, okay? I don't care. Because this man is a certified clown. This dude comes from India. Now, I don't know what it is about white conservatives, not all, but the white ignorance within the white conservative base. I don't know what it is about you bringing in immigrants in order to promote your false narratives. I don't know what it is. You guys bring in Black immigrants all the time, and then you put them on Fox News to talk about reparations or black on black crime or Chicago, right? You bring in these Indian immigrants, you bring in white immigrants, you bring all these immigrants in order to promote your narratives, in order to shield you from the cold, hard, harsh reality that is truth. Now, when it comes to Vivek Bobaboo, this man is running for president, AKA he's just looking to get a gig on Fox News and be in the media. That's what he's attempting to do because he doesn't have a shot in hell at becoming president. Nonetheless, this hasn't stopped him from procuring media spots on Fox News, this place, this right-wing place, you know, this event, yada, yada, yada. He's doing the rounds. Most recently, what was it? NRA convention. Lord, goodness gracious. He goes on and starts just using the typical Second Amendment drivel, right? And he's talking to nothing but a large audience of white people. That's what they are, okay? It's predominantly white. You may have a few sprinkles of a black person here, a black person there. It's predominantly white. Now, he is doing his tap dancing, as all immigrants do, when it comes to a large audience of predominantly white people. And he's talking about, oh, this is why we need the Second Amendment, because we got to fight tyranny in the country, and that's why we have it.
That is what makes America's Bill of Rights a reality rather than just an American dream. It is the fact that we have a Second Amendment that gives teeth to every one of the other amendments in that Constitution.
Anyone who keeps promoting this simplistic, imbecilic narrative of the reason why we need a firearm is to fight the government and the tyranny, I don't think you should vote. I'm going to go that far. I don't think you should vote. It's that simple because you have relayed to me that you have no coherent thought. You have relayed to me that your IQ is below room temperature, that I don't even know how you actually move your arms and move your legs in order to walk and like get yourself out of bed. To me, you're a zombie. That's what you are. Your brain is mush. It's a bowling ball, smooth brain. Because listen, in today's day and age, we live in 2023, not 1864, fam. All right? If somebody wanted to pressure you to do something, guess what? They're not going to knock on your door to do it. If the government wants you to do something, they have ways of making you talk. All right? You have pressure points. All of us do, whether it's friends, family, your livelihood, okay, everything. Anything's a pressure point. We saw when it came to COVID. We saw what happens to all you patriots. Y'all shut your doors and you took the PPP loans and then complain about, well, I was forced to take the PPP loans. Stop it. You're not using your firearm to do anything other than go to the firing range or LARP online talking about, look how fast my draw is. Nevertheless, I digress. My issue with Vivek Bobaboo isn't that he's a clown, which he is, because there's plenty of clowns on the right and on the left. My issue with Vivek is that he had to bring up Black Americans, for which I am. So in this speech, he talks about the NRA and how the NRA helped black people, okay? They've always helped black people. And as a brown person, I want to thank guys like you for helping me.
The NRA is the one that got the job done by securing the rights of black Americans to own guns, that trained black Americans in this country to own guns. It was the NRA that got that done. And as a first-generation American with brown skin myself, let me tell you, thank you for what you did, because I grew up in this country in the 1990s where we enjoyed the freedoms that the Second Amendment secured. That's the other freedoms in the Bill of Rights. That's the America I know.
What?
this man just really stroking the white ignorance ego. I'm sorry. Where was the NRA when it came to Amir Locke? Where was the NRA when it came to Breonna Taylor? Where was the NRA when it came to Philando Castile? Where's the NRA? Huh? Because they've been silent. They've been silent as a church mouse when it came to black Americans and their Second Amendment rights. So I don't want to hear any talk about NRA this and NRA black people and help black people. It's the same stupid talking point they want to bring up when the KKK, the Democrats or the KKK. That is, if you are still using talking points like that in 2023, that lets me know you live in an echo chamber surrounded by ignorant white conservatives. He brings up Daniel Perry. Now, I did a video on Daniel Perry and the anti-black hatred and racism and the utter stupidity that Daniel Perry was as a human being on this planet. Guess what position he takes? Of course he takes a position. Daniel Perry was defending himself by someone who pointed a gun at him and Antifa, blah, 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 blah.
Where Sergeant Daniel Perry was wrongly convicted for defending himself against a Black Lives Matter rioter who was pointing a rifle at him.
Of course he's saying this. He's saying this to placate the white ignorance in front of him, which he hopes to garner some votes, whatever 500 or 600 votes that may be, bruh. I mean, it's sickening. Okay, it's absolutely sickening because he's promoting a falsehood. It wasn't pointed at him. Daniel Perry even said himself it wasn't pointed at him. So stop promoting this false narrative to placate people who don't even like you. The moment in time you have an opinion that differs from the audience that you trying to get on your knees and please, guess what? You're going to be lumped in with everyone else, fam. That's all you're going to be. Nevertheless, we progress forward where then he brings up the most stupid, ignorant statement that I've heard thus far, where he talks about, hey, what we should do is ban social media for kids instead of trying to take guns away from adults.
We have a mental health epidemic across America. You want to do something, you can ban social media and kids under the age of 15 or 16 before you take guns away from law-abiding adults in America.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Now, I have no idea how banning social media from kids and taking guns away from adults even go together. Does that even make any sense? Who is trying to take guns away from adults? I'm unaware. I really don't know, all right? The only person I know of that was Beto O'Rourke. When he saw, we're going to take away the AR-15, we're going to take away, fine. But we saw what happened to Beto O'Rourke. There are plenty of Democrats who own guns. The issue is not taking guns away from adults. The issue is protecting the kids. That's the issue. Now, in addition to that, the bigger point is that many people do not qualify to have a firearm. And the point in time where you're now completely throwing training to the wind, where you don't even need to have any type of training to have a firearm, we are talking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And then he goes and deflects constantly back to, oh, we have a mental health problem, mental health. I'm so sick and tired of them talking about mental health problems. And their bright idea is to arm the children. You want to arm little Timmy in the school. That's your bright idea? Well, arm the teachers. You want to arm the teachers now? I don't know. I think these people, I think it really may be a mental health issue. I think anyone who is giving these as solutions, I think they suffer from some type of mental disease. Some type of mental issue is going on in their life to come up with such answers and to pass them off as solutions to what's going on in the country today. This clown, Vivek Bobaboo, goes on to talk about BLM wants to destroy the nuclear family and yada yada.
Black Lives Matter says they want to annihilate the nuclear family structure. You want to know what I say? The nuclear family structure is the best known form of governance to mankind. We actually need to bring back the family because that's actually what creates the shooting problems in this country.
Okay. I went on the site, this was a while ago, I had to fact check this, but what they were talking about is that, hey, they want to destroy the Western's concept of a nuclear family and that we're all extended family, that we should treat each other as all extended family. What they're aiming at is that for someone who may not have a mother and a father in the household, that guess what? If your father isn't there or your mother isn't here, guess what? You have the village to help raise you. You have extended families. You have neighbors that are going to help you and teach you and grow you as a man or as a woman in society. That's what they're talking about. But nonetheless, once again, he knows his audience. He knows that many white ignorants, all right, within the Republican Party, the conservatives there, when you mention BLM, always have to say something negative. Because in their eyes, BLM, burn, loot, murder. That's the extent, all right, of their intellectual depth. Unfortunately, this is where we are in politics, okay? Then this clown leaves us with the 70%. Over 25% of family households live without a home household. 70% of black families without a father in the home. You know, once again, false stats. I'm sick and tired of them saying this. That is not true, okay? It's not true. What he's referring to, I believe it was in 2011, when it came to unwed. Women having children who are not wed. That is not the same thing as not having a father in the household, because black men are very much in the household and they're very much engaging with their children more than any other race of men, okay? More than anyone else. But the real evil to all of this is that they know this, okay? They know what they're saying is not true. They know what they're saying is inaccurate, but they don't care. Because at the end of the day, they want to be on this network. They want to be on that network. They want to fundraise, get money for this organization. Once you become now a talking head, right, within the political realm, well, you always have business. Because everyone's going to have a fundraising event. Everyone's going to have an organization. And guess what? Now you can say, hey, I'll talk at your organization. Oh, we like this guy. This guy speaks the truth. I like when he... That's all it is. All it's becoming about is money. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe Vivek is a good guy, all right? He's a good guy. He shows that there's such a thing as the American dream. And if you work hard, you can do everything you want to do, all right? You got to stop with this race baiting, Lucas. Or I believe Vivek is a clown, okay? He's an immigrant who came here under the belief of the American dream. Guess what? Black Americans didn't come here under the belief of the American dream. That American dream was sold to immigrants like Vivek. That's who that was sold to. We, all right, were not sold that dream. My ancestors didn't get any as far as a paycheck for their hard work. They weren't rewarded at all. So miss me with this American dream, because anything they had to build, it was destroyed. Anyways, if you happen to disagree, you're more than welcome to call in during disagreement days, which are typically held Friday through Sunday. There'll be a number on screen. You call in, we duke it out. Either or, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. Oh, that fun stuff. So next time, guys, be amazing. More than any other race of men, okay?